Hi, and welcome to 3 Things in 3 Minutes. I'm Nersi. Today we are looking at Cogs and Commissars from Atlas Games. It plays 2 to 6 players and plays in 30 to 45 minutes, though that length can vary based on the game mode you pick. This is a fast, simple, card action take-that game. You play as one of 6 Russian Revolution-themed robots, and you'll have an asymmetric deck of cards that's either pre-built or that you obtain from drafting or random draw. Everyone takes turns spending cards to acquire citizens, which are essentially points, steal citizens from other players, play cards out of your hand, often with the goal of gaining citizens or denying them from other players. But your ultimate goal is to get 15 or more citizens and be the first to play your revolution card successfully without having another player stop you. Things I like. This is a fast, straightforward, and relatively light take-that game. It's very easy to explain the rules and jump into the game pretty quickly, and the mechanics are easy for new players to grasp. What's especially nice, though, is that the game has different modes of play depending on how complex you want it to be. The game has 6 fairly asymmetric pre-built decks, each with a specific theme, but you can also play the game by drafting cards from a common deck, or, if you're brave, shuffling all the cards together and hoping for the best, though each deck must have certain cards so you don't break the game. This allows for different plays styles, though for the weight and the length of the game, you may be inclined to keep the pre-built decks as drafting 10 cards can take a while. The game also has a nice mechanic where you discard 2 cards each round for their citizens rather than the effects, which forces you to work a strategy if you happen to discard one of your more powerful cards rather than just relying on that card coming up. And the game has a cute theme with some clever art and names of robot faction leaders. Points to consider. The game can have a fair amount of swing to it, particularly given how much it relies on the take-that mechanic. Someone gets to the verge of winning, and then they get pulled back by the abilities of other players to either cancel their actions or remove some of their citizens. And this is especially true at the beginning of the game, where it seems like the players who went earlier have a massive lead on citizens, but that's not true once the other players have had a chance to sabotage their efforts. The game also relies on you drawing and then successfully playing the single revolution card in your deck of 30 cards to win the game. This makes ending the game sometimes frustrating if you're digging through your deck to find the card and then hoping to build an unassailable combination of cards so you can use it without being countered, so you'll spend some time in the game just trying to optimize your hand of cards. And finally, not all of the decks are equally interesting or powerful to play right off the bat, but if that really ends up hampering you and your friends, you can always just get around it by using the drafting mechanics. So, in summary, it's a take-that game with simple rules that's easy to get into. It has some nice Russian Revolution theme art and a few different modes of gameplay, but it does have a fair amount of swing from the take-that mechanics, especially with its reliance on the Revolution card to end the game. Thanks so much for watching. Please remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Thanks.